Welcome back to my new video. My name is Boris from Rembo RC, and in this video I will be building X-maxx differentials front and rear. I am going to use the stock spider gears, but I am going to use GPM ring gears, differential housings and drive cups. The nice thing about this aluminium diff housing is that it holds these blocks, whatever you want to call it. These are original for the center differential, but they also go in here in the front and in the rear. Building the differential, if it is front, rear, pure original or the center differential, it is 95% the same. Rebuilding the aluminium diff housing is almost the same as rebuilding a plastic original one. The difference is that it is from aluminium, and I will use a little bit of Loctite, and I will use a spring retainer, that's this one, to make sure that during driving the planetary gear doesn't come off. With the plastic diff housing you don't need that. Then it is also the same as the center differential. The only difference is that instead of the planetary gear you put on the flat gear with the flat teeth. I believe, but I am not 100% sure, that Traxxas fills it original with 100,000 and I am going to fill it up with 2 million. And the center differential is filled up with 20 million originally, and I have refilled mine with air plugs. But without further ado, let's start building these differentials. I'll take some grease because I want to lubricate the seals inside the housing. When it is rotating, I don't want it to run dry. And I also put a little bit of grease on the back side of the big spider gear where the shim goes. It helps if you rotate it and push it in at the same time. It makes it a little bit easier to work with. So I fill up the differential now instead of when I've put in all the spider gears, the cross pins, etc. is because then when I fill it up, I need to squeeze really hard. If I need to fill it up after, I need to wait a really long time before all the air is out. And I don't want to wait so long, so I will put a little bit underneath the spider gears, then put spider gears in, and then I will put a little bit more differential fluid, and then I will check how full that it actually is. But yeah, 2 million, it is a little bit crazy because I can almost take it out. So the 2 million is in, and let's start with placing the spider gears. And what is important, that these cross pins have these nudges in the middle, and they need to interlock when you place them in the differential, because if they don't and they sit like this, when you close the differential with the ring gear, it is going to put so much pressure on the cross pins that you break them, and then your differential doesn't function properly. So that is important to keep in mind. And for the rest, putting a differential together is not so difficult. It is just one big puzzle. Just put everything in the correct order, and then all will be okay. When you put in the spider gears and you already have differential fluid in there, you need to make sure that you press down the spider gears all the way down, because it is possible that in the small chamber where this flat piece goes that it is filled up with differential fluid and that it is not possible to push all the way down. When it is not down all the way and you place the ring gear on top of it, it is possible to damage the differential while placing it, or you will damage the differential while driving it because it is not assembled correctly. And now that I've pressed down the spider gears, you can see that the differential fluid is coming up. So I don't have to wait that long for it to sink down. I just put a little bit on top, and then I wait until the air is out now. Differentials have been sitting overnight, and as you can see, almost all the air is out, but the spider gears are just sticking out a little bit. So I will put in a little bit more oil, just a few drops. This one needs a little bit more. Spider gears are sticking out a little bit more, and there's still a little bit of air inside. When you place the gasket, to close the differential, make sure that you align the holes from the diff housing and the gasket so that you have a proper seal. And also then when you close the differential up, you don't damage the seal. The good thing about X-maxx differential is that they have those pins on the differential housing which you can use to align the gaskets. And when you close the differential, you don't want to start with tightening the screws for the full 100%, but you want to close it when it is barely touching the gear. And because I have this spring, I will start like this. I will do all four like that, and then in a cross I will tighten the screws turn by turn. And by doing so, I will make sure that the ring gear sits flat on top of the differential housing, so it has the best possible seal for the gasket, but also that it is properly aligned with the pinion gear. Now, differentials are closed. Now let's feel how it feels. That is running real smooth. Now, time to finish it up. Put the bearings on there. So the front is ready, the rear is ready. Yeah, I want to show you how smooth that it is running, but you cannot hear it. The only thing you hear is my new gearing on the motor, my 2533. It's gonna be a real beast. So the front and the rear are ready. Now it is time for the center, and then finish the whole X-maxx. I want to thank you for watching. If you like my video, leave a like. If you want to see more of my videos, check out my channel, and I will be posting more videos of me fully rebuilding the X-maxx. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.